Filipinos are among the most well-traveled people in Asia, with millions working and living abroad, and countless others exploring the world for leisure. But not every country is equally open to Filipino visitors. In 2025, shifting politics, ongoing conflicts, strict visa regimes, and cultural challenges mean that some destinations have become either inaccessible or deeply unwelcoming. In this video, we reveal the 10 countries where Filipinos are not welcomed in 2025. From war-torn nations to states with harsh restrictions, this list will help you avoid danger, frustration, or disappointment on your next trip. Watch until the end to learn which countries pose the highest risks and why Filipinos should think twice before planning a journey there. Don't forget to subscribe to Global Lens for more insights on global travel, lifestyle, and geopolitics. Chapter 1. North Korea. North Korea, officially the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, is one of the most closed and secretive states in the world. For Filipinos, as for nearly everyone else, it has never been a welcoming destination, and in 2025, it remains practically impossible to visit. Since 2020, international tourism has been largely suspended. Even when small, government-approved tours operate, every detail of a visitor's stay is tightly controlled. Travelers are assigned state guides who accompany them at all times. Cameras and phones are restricted, and talking with ordinary North Koreans without permission is prohibited. What looks like sightseeing is often a choreographed performance of the regime's narrative. The Philippines has no embassy in Pyongyang. This lack of diplomatic representation means Filipinos have almost no consular protection should something go wrong. In a country where minor missteps, such as handling currency improperly or photographing a restricted site, can bring severe punishment, this absence of support raises risks dramatically. Historically, Filipinos have had little contact with North Korea, beyond occasional diplomatic or humanitarian exchanges. The combination of political isolation, suspicion of foreigners, and harsh penalties for mistakes makes North Korea one of the least accessible countries for Filipinos in 2025. Chapter 2. Libya. Libya was once a land of opportunity for overseas Filipino workers, especially during the oil boom of the 1970s and 1980s. Thousands of nurses, engineers, and construction workers from the Philippines built careers there, sending money home that supported entire families. But that period of prosperity ended with the fall of Muammar Gaddafi in 2011. Civil war and political fragmentation followed, plunging the nation into prolonged chaos. Militias and rival governments continue to clash, foreign interventions complicate stability, and basic security has eroded. By 2025, Libya is still rated do not travel by most governments, including the Philippines. Kidnappings are widespread, foreign workers are frequent targets of ransom groups, and clashes break out even in cities once considered relatively safe. The Philippine government has repeatedly staged evacuation missions for citizens caught in violence, pulling thousands of Filipinos out of Libya in past years. Tourism has collapsed entirely. World-class Roman ruins like Leptis Magna sit largely abandoned, inaccessible to travelers who might once have marveled at them. Filipinos, who once saw Libya as a destination for steady work and strong wages, now see it as a place where safety cannot be guaranteed. Chapter 3. Yemen. Yemen is home to one of the world's oldest civilizations. Cities such as Sana'a, with its unique multi-story mud brick houses, once drew visitors from around the globe. Filipinos, too, found jobs in Yemen during its more stable years, particularly in construction and services. But since 2014, Yemen has endured a devastating civil war involving multiple factions and regional powers. Bombings, airstrikes, and widespread insecurity have left the country shattered. In 2025, about 19.5 million people, more than half the population, depend on humanitarian aid. Food insecurity, collapsing hospitals, and widespread displacement define daily life. For foreigners, the risks are extreme. Aid workers operate only under protection. Journalists are at constant risk, and kidnappings of outsiders are common. The Philippine government evacuated its citizens years ago and maintains a strict travel ban. Even the country's natural wonder, Socotra Island, once praised for its otherworldly landscapes, is unreachable for leisure travel. Filipinos, who prize safety and stability when working overseas, have little reason to return. In 2025, Yemen remains a place where danger overshadows everything else. Chapter 4. Afghanistan. Afghanistan has long been a crossroads of history. Ancient trade routes passed through its mountains, and sites like Herat and Kabul were once jewels of culture. Filipinos participated in international aid and development efforts there during times of relative openness. But since the Taliban regained power in 2021, Afghanistan has faced international isolation, economic collapse, and worsening human rights conditions. In 2025, it continues to rank among the least peaceful countries globally. Terrorist groups remain active, bombings occur sporadically, and kidnappings of foreigners are frequent. For Filipinos, the risks are compounded by the lack of a Philippine embassy in Kabul. Without consular protection, even minor legal or medical issues can become life-threatening. The once vibrant possibility of contributing to humanitarian or reconstruction projects has dried up. Although Afghanistan has incredible natural beauty and deep cultural heritage, its current instability ensures that these treasures are out of reach. For Filipinos, Afghanistan is a destination firmly closed in 2025. Chapter 5. Syria. Syria was once known for its warm hospitality, bustling souks, and extraordinary historic sites like Palmyra and Damascus. Filipinos, like many others, lived and worked in the country, particularly in domestic service and healthcare. But after 2011, civil war devastated the nation. More than 12 million people have been displaced, either as refugees or within Syria itself. Major cities lie in ruins, extremist groups have occupied parts of the country, and the government's control remains incomplete. In 2025, violence, kidnappings, and bombings are still reported. Foreigners who enter are often limited to aid workers or journalists under armed escort. For Filipinos, who were once part of Syria's expatriate workforce, the risks are overwhelming. The Philippine government has evacuated its citizens and warns strongly against all travel. Though Syria's history and culture remain awe-inspiring, the reality of conflict makes it unwelcoming and unsafe. For Filipinos, dreams of exploring Damascus or Aleppo must be postponed indefinitely. Chapter 6. Iraq. Iraq, often called the cradle of civilization, is home to ancient Mesopotamian heritage sites that shaped human history. In past decades, many Filipinos worked in Iraq's oil industry, construction projects, and service sector. These jobs provided income, but often came with high risks. The years of war, insurgency, and political instability have left deep scars. In 2025, Iraq has achieved limited stability in some regions, particularly the Kurdish north, but the central and southern parts remain plagued by violence. Terrorist groups, armed militias, and corruption continue to create instability. Security incidents targeting foreigners are still reported regularly. The Philippine government keeps Iraq on its high-risk advisory list, urging its citizens to avoid travel. While Iraq's archaeological sites are unmatched in historical significance, they remain overshadowed by instability. For Filipinos, Iraq represents a place where opportunity once existed, but where danger now outweighs any potential benefit. It is unwelcoming both as a workplace and as a travel destination. Chapter 7. Somalia. Somalia has faced decades of turmoil. Since the collapse of its central government in 1991, the country has endured famine, civil war, and widespread insecurity. Efforts at stabilization have made some progress, but the environment remains dangerous in 2025. Filipinos are directly affected by Somalia's piracy problem. Filipino seafarers have frequently been taken hostage during hijackings of ships in the Indian Ocean and Gulf of Aden. Even in recent years, piracy incidents have re-emerged, reminding the world that the problem has not been fully solved. On land, extremist group Al-Shabaab stages regular attacks, targeting both locals and foreigners. Infrastructure remains weak, poverty is widespread, and opportunities for outsiders are almost non-existent. Somalia's GDP per capita is only around $600 in 2024, highlighting the depth of its economic challenges. Despite Somali culture's resilience, the risks remain overwhelming. For Filipinos, whether as seafarers or would-be travelers, Somalia offers little more than danger in 2025. Chapter 8. Sudan. Sudan's pyramids and archaeological treasures should make it a tourist haven, but political unrest has overshadowed its heritage for decades. In recent years, violent clashes between rival military factions have thrown the country into deeper crisis. In 2023 and 2024, inflation soared, unemployment rose, and millions were displaced by fighting. Khartoum became a battleground, and international organizations struggled to operate. By 2025, instability continues to dominate daily life. For Filipinos, Sudan has never been a common work destination, but those who did travel for employment or aid missions have been urged to leave. Attacks on foreigners and aid groups highlight the risks. The Philippine government advises strongly against travel. Although Sudan has extraordinary history, including sites older than those in Egypt, its turmoil leaves it unwelcoming. For Filipinos, it is a country best admired from afar until peace is restored. Chapter 9. Iran. Iran offers one of the richest cultural legacies in the Middle East. Its mosques, gardens, and bazaars inspire wonder, and its people are renowned for hospitality. Filipinos, like many travelers, might be drawn to these cultural riches. Yet in 2025, political tensions and sanctions make visiting extremely difficult. Visa approvals are unpredictable, currency exchange is tightly restricted, and strained diplomatic relations create barriers. Many foreigners are turned away at the visa stage, and Filipinos face the same challenges. The Philippines has no strong diplomatic presence in Iran, meaning consular support is limited. This creates additional risk should travelers encounter legal or medical problems. While the average Iranian might welcome a foreign guest warmly, the political environment makes the country unwelcoming on a practical level. For Filipinos, Iran represents a paradox, culturally inviting but politically difficult. In 2025, the hurdles remain too high for most to consider it a realistic destination. Chapter 10. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is unique on this list. It is home to more than 1 million Filipino workers, making Filipinos one of the largest foreign communities in the kingdom. They play crucial roles in domestic service, construction, and healthcare. But large numbers do not guarantee welcome. Reports of abuse, exploitation, and labor disputes remain frequent, particularly in domestic work. Rights groups continue to highlight significant cases of mistreatment despite reforms introduced by the Saudi government. For tourists, Saudi Arabia has opened its doors more widely since 2019, promoting heritage sites like Al-Ula and ambitious projects along the Red Sea. Yet the kingdom remains conservative, with strict dress codes, bans on alcohol, and limits on personal freedom. For Filipinos visiting as tourists, these cultural rules can feel restrictive. For workers, the choice to live in Saudi Arabia is often driven by necessity rather than preference. The wages attract many, but the social and legal environment remains difficult. In 2025, Saudi Arabia offers opportunities but also barriers, making it a complex and often unwelcoming place for Filipinos. Filipinos are known for their global spirit, resilience, and love of exploration. But not every country in 2025 is ready or safe to welcome them. From war zones like Yemen and Syria to tightly controlled states like North Korea and Iran, these destinations carry risks that outweigh any potential rewards. Travel is meant to broaden horizons, not endanger lives. By staying informed and heeding warnings, Filipinos can choose safer and more welcoming places to pursue their dreams abroad. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to Global Lens for more insights into global travel, lifestyle, and the challenges and opportunities that shape our world.